Yo, we got Lego Transformers Scorponok in the building. Let's go. Alright, so this is not just any Scorponok.
Huh?
No, this is Transformers Rise of the Beasts Predacon Scorponok.
Oh.
So this Scorponok actually comes with his own minicon, Sand Spear.
Nice.
And on top of that, he also comes with his own robot mode.
What?
His own tail whip. And his own minicon attachment weapon. And did I mention he doesn't even need a stand?
Das avance.
Yes, I have finally managed to do it. I have single-handedly built a Lego Transformer that does not require a stand.
Wow.
Now, Scorponok here is coming in at a modest build time of only 11 hours. O.D. Bro said that build time was modest. Yes, because there was definitely a time where a build like this would have taken anywhere from 25 to 35 hours. But we done leveled up. Okay. On another note, if you guys are interested in sharing your Lego mechs, sharing your Lego Transformers, or just getting feedback on your works in progress, you should definitely hop into my Lego Mech Facebook group. And on another note, if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel and receiving exclusive benefits such as getting a shout out in every video so that people know your Patreon and getting express access to all of my content before it hits any platform, there's a link for that in the description as well. Now, as for a size comparison, Scorponok here is actually a really small robot. He's only about 7 inches in his robot mode right here. And Sand Spear here with the tail extended is pretty much about the same size. Now, as you can see, I actually customized this build a little bit just to give it a little bit more pop and flair. Okay, so first off, I had to change the face here because, bro, what is this? Nah, hold up. What is this though? This is the worst Transformer face design that I have ever seen. Okay, you know what? Hold up, I'm lying. This is the worst Transformers face design that I have ever seen. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna fix my man Scorponok's face up here, make him look a little bit more menacing and a little bit more insect-like. And bro, no cap, tell me this face does not look 10 times better than the original source material face.
Yes, sir!
Now, on top of enhancing the face, I also added some yellow-green translucent pieces all over Scorponok's body here. And with that, I was really going for like a DOTM sound wave aesthetic, but in Predacon form. So I really like how that concept really made this guy pop and seem more lifelike. I especially like how it adds to the tail whip here in his robot mode, because with this green piece here at the end so close to the blade, it makes it look like it's glowing with energon. Now, as for the kibble, all I can really say is it's pretty well managed, this build. Now, will that happen every build? Probably not, but if it happens, it happens. Really, the only thing that he has on his back is the scorpion head here and just the 6 scorpion legs that have to be hidden in his robot mode. And I also have the option of him sporting the tail back here because this is where it attaches in his scorpion mode. Now for me, personally, it looks good either way, but I do like the fact that he has a tail whip, so I'd rather display it with the tail whip in his hand rather than have it hidden in the back behind him. And speaking of his weaponry, I added these bionicle blades here on his forearms just to make him look that much more scary. Now, as for the articulation, it's nothing crazy, but it's there, you know, like it's something. Well, for starters, we've got a decent amount of movement in the head here, which is on a ball joint, and this allows it to move up and down and left and right and even tilt from side to side. As for the arms, the shoulders are attached to his torso via Technic ball joints, which allow them to move 360. They're attached at the bicep here using those clip and lock pieces, so they can really only move left and right. There is a little bit of rotation in the hands, however, they're kind of restricted by the forearm pieces here. And lastly, we've got some movement in the legs here, which are on ball joints as well, so they can rotate 360 at the thighs, move up and down, and can bend a little bit at the feet. On another note though, if you guys are interested in seeing another one of my Lego Transformers from the R.O.T.B movie franchise, you're gonna want to check out my Optimus Primal. I'm gonna leave the link to that bad boy at the end of this video. But for now, let's get back into that Scorpion mode.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, now taking a look at Scorponok in his Predacon mode here now, he's actually gained a good amount of length. He's actually 10 inches now. And as you can see, that translucent yellow-green transitions really well from his robot mode into this mode as well. In addition to that, even though he doesn't really have any other weapons other than his tail and pretty much just his front claws here, I like to pose him with Sand Spear on his back as kind of like an additional add-on weapon. Now, one of the concepts that I kind of just ditched entirely was going for that new R.O.T.B Scorponok head sculpt. And that was because I already had a really solid blueprint for the Transformers 2007 Scorponok head since I built him before. And looking at that new head, it would have taken a whole bunch of hours of trial and error. So I was like, you know what? 07 Scorponok head is good enough. Now, as for his articulation, we have some movement in the head. It pretty much just moves up and down. However, it has a wide range of motion up and down because it has to cover his robot mode pretty much like a shell in his Predacon mode. He's got some movement in his front arms here. They're on ball joints in several locations, so they can move inward and outward and rotate 360. The back legs can also move as well. However, they're really fragile and he uses them for stabilization, so I tend not to move them at all. And lastly, he's of course got a good amount of articulation in his tail here, which is also on several Technic ball joints, allowing them to move 360 at pretty much every point of movement. Now, Sand Spear here has pretty much got the exact same amount of articulation. However, he's just way sturdier since he doesn't transform at all. One thing that I really do like about Sand Spear here though is the use of this Bionicle piece right here that I use to represent that scorpion tail. Now, before we get into the piece count, let me know who your favorite Predacon is.